when I paid for my daughter to go to university and everything, I didn't pay
for her to come back to help you.
And look after me. That never crossed my mind. My own was I want to set my child up to
Put
be able to...
yourself in the shoes of a woman who has struggled to raise her child.
I wanted to answer YK.
Put yourself in this.
For some parents, the children are their insurance.
Yes.
So if you put all your efforts, you carry up food in every express road that you know, you made sure your child attended the best of schools. Your dream was that that child would do well, be so successful that you would never lack again.
Yeah.
And the child now does where you say it's not your insurance. I don't know these people are reading all these articles from, but as far as I'm concerned, that child will have bad luck if he doesn't pay back. Because maybe that parent suffered girl child abuse in those days when they didn't educate her. But she knew the value of education. She made sure you got the education. She would do anything for her child. You know, and then the child is asking her, who sent you message?
That parent that did everything for her child and she lacked because of her child will now, when the child has now moved into his own house, come and say, oh, I demand to stay in this house. Oh, I demand this. You don't demand now. Your child will know to do it now.
Doesn't have to demand.
You know, this reminds me of the conversation.
That's what Mariah is asking. Mariah is saying, I suffered for this child.
So I demand.
So now I must stay inside this
But the culture is not bad. There are bad people, but the culture is not bad. The woman can become a problem. No, I'm just trying to put it in perspective. The woman can be a problematic person who thinks that, oh, now that he now married his wife, you know, where the woman is sitting down, she's watching, insecure. Then you bring the Venza and say, no, because my wife, she needs the exposure. You package your wife, and the woman is checking. You will now be asking her, where are you going safe? Do you need a car? Or some people who the wives will say, if you want to buy your mother a car, you must buy my own first.
Yeah.
So those are realities. The reality is that you must encourage your husband. So first of all, pay forward what made him a marriageable husband for you, material for you in the first place.
I don't disagree with you.
Yes.
So
and all those
that mother will not then have to become vengeful and say, I demand. Oh yeah, go and that your mother carry her out of this house. You know, don't set up that kind of situation.
Okay, let me take this call from Abubakar. I'll come to you, Mariam. Good morning, Abubakar. Are you there? Hello, Abubakar. Are you there?
Yes, I'm here.
Mrs. Abubakar, you're live. Go ahead, please.
Yes, I'm a grandma.
Yes.
I'm a first-time caller.
Welcome to the show.
I've tried this line severally. I'm happy that I'm
so glad to have you.
Yes, I'm happy to get through to you. In the past, I've wanted to contribute to some topics, very, very good topics that I have a personal experience, but I've not been able to do that. But I'm happy I'm able to go through this morning. Yeah. I'm a grandma, and all my children were in Nigeria before. With all this Japa syndrome, 3 of them have gone.
Yeah.
They give me monthly stipend. But one of them in Canada now said, Mommy, there's a lot of bills to pay. You give me plenty time to settle down here, because myself and my husband use all our money to relocate to this place. Honestly, Murayo, I am very happy. But the problem I have, that I may digress, that the 2 of them are up there and I have just 4 of them. One alone in Nigeria. If anything happens to me, just like some of your colleagues have said there, that it's not the money that they give me. I want their presence around me. I want to see my grandchildren. I have about 10 grandchildren now. Wow. What I do is video calling. I do video calling. I want to be... Do I go on vacation? In fact, when I go, I spend 6 months. But I'm running away from cold now. Sure, you understand? Yes. So, it's not the money you people give us, because my children are like Mariah's age. So, if they are calling me, it's when they call me, I'm very excited. If I see their call, I'm doing anything, I will drop it. And go say, I will start praising them. I will start praising them. It's not the money that they give
Thank
us.
you, Mrs. Abubakar.
I'm not feeling entitled. Sure, you understand?
Yeah.
I'm not feeling
entitled.
Thank you so much. I mean, she even reminded me of Mama Brown. So Mama Brown, she's with us, and she's my brother, my husband's sister also has a house. So that's where they moved in. So they're just next door to us, and they didn't do Wi-Fi for her. I just felt that you have your phone, but what she needs most is Wi-Fi, because she wants to be calling her grandchildren every single day. She always having the data here, she uses it for something else. So I can understand where Mrs. Abubakar is coming from. That is that connection. They are constantly saying. But that brings us to another part of this. This topic has been
is
wider. We're widening it now because all the Japa people that have left, your friends will be the one to support. Go, just leave this gun, leave. They'll sell everything for you to go. You now go finish. And I'm like, hey, I won't see my children. You'll be hearing that clinical gave birth, that one gave birth. You can't, Mrs. Abubakar can't travel. Some people can't travel. So that disconnection is also there. It also kills a lot of grandmas. So today is a grandma day show. It kills a lot of grandma and even grandfathers because they want to see their children, but they're unable to. That's another part of this conversation that we've not had.
Those children are irresponsible now.
How, Waiki?
Then you like it.
How?
I suffered and struggled for you to jackpot. Now jackpot when you
no money they want to. No money they want. They want you to come home. But you can't come home now because you're still settling down. You're still trying to get things together.
Come home, but you can call me.
Yeah. It's not the call they want. They want your presence.
They want to see that they paid for you to jackpot. They know they're not going to get your presence now.
Okay. Exactly.
They know that you have to settle first. Problem is when you settle and then you don't look back. Yes. That is an ungrateful child.
Yeah. And that is where this culture of you are my insurance policy. I'm a mother. There are many things I'm doing for my children. God knows deep in my heart, it has nothing to do with what they will do for me in return.
In future.
My happiness is that these children would thrive and they'll be happy and they'll be content and they'll have no reason. I'm coming. And they'll have no reason, to be sad about their life. My mom struggled. And in her struggle, she did the best that, she could. And sometimes I think about, and I now that I'm a mother, I now see that it was not about the fact that she wanted us to one day come and save her. It was because she wanted to make sure that this struggling she's struggling with her life, her children will not have to struggle. So yes, parents there are some sacrifices they will make. I may not see my child, but how is Canada? Are you eating? Are you well? Do you have friends? Do you have a job? Are you putting money? Do you have money in your pocket? That would be joy to many parents. Knowing that I've even given you an opportunity to go and thrive somewhere. For me, I feel that that's a parent.
If you're unable to accommodate her in Lagos, for example, let me give an example. So mom came now for a few months. But if you had said, Mom, sorry, you can't come on because we're still struggling right now, I can't have you in the house. You should have liked that.
No, she would not have liked that. She would not like, that's what initially when we're talking about showing appreciation. When you can, you will. And the parent already knows that. If the parent is that way, she has raised a child like that now. In this family, when we can, we show appreciation. That child that is far away would call when they can, would send letters when they can, would even send a small gift to a friend that is finally coming to Nigeria when they can, but cannot travel, cannot afford to travel back. A good parent will not hold that against that child, knowing that the child is trying to settle down.
Okay. The first day my child gave me money, the first day my child gave me money that I did not expect, I was so shocked. Because what I did for my child is not for her to repay me.
Yeah, but you raised a good child.
Yes.
She could have said, my mom is YK now. Shrine long. She doesn't need anything.
But why would she not raise any other child like the child that she has raised?
Do you understand? And she would say, really, she doesn't need it. And then she would never think of you when she's bringing in whatever plans or any she's making. Some kids live in the same house with their parents and they won't even see them in 24 hours and they will not be bothered. I want to explain something clearly to Miriam. So I have parents who gave me the best of life, but they don't expect it forward. In fact, they will tire you with their contentment. Now you go, they regret, they shame. But I know that people demonize this payback to parenting. In this, our newfound Oyibo mentality of, why am I your insurance scheme? In the olden days, parents looked forward. I remember my mom saying, may my children never suffer what I suffered. My mom had a temporary blindness issue when she was a child, and so she couldn't complete education. One of the things that pained her the most was that because she was a girl, they didn't go further for her to see. And the thing later resolved itself. And that, she wasn't as educated as she would want. She had 4 girls. My mom was the one that took me to primary school to ensure that everything I needed, I got. Now, fast forward, I would say, no, because she doesn't expect it as an insurance, I would demonize that culture of giving back to parents. It includes carrying your parents when they are weak. It includes baiting your parents as if you bet them. It includes covering them up when incontinence and all of those illnesses come forward. That's what it includes. You are their insurance in their old age, in your strength. It's not about money. And when money comes in, do not demonize it. You see, when our attention starts to divide, we marry, we grow, our work, our demands, and all of that comes in. It's easy to rationalize things and say, if you are
so
abroad,
I need to respond to this.
If you are abroad and you can't come home, but you make the plans. I see families where I live, every December, the house is full, tight seats. Shebi Moraya gave an example. Everybody's around her. She gets the opportunity to see her kids when they see you making that effort. That's the insurance.
Okay.